In just 24 hours, Claude Sonnet 5 launched, Fable 5 came back from the dead, a brand new app for scientists dropped, and Linux users finally got what they've been asking for years. 4 updates, 1 day. Let's drill. Welcome back to the AI drill. Let's get into it. Claude Sonnet 5 launched on June 30th and is now the default model for every free and pro user. You didn't have to do anything. It simply replaced the previous default. The biggest upgrade is that Anthropic calls it their most agentic Sonnet model yet. Instead of only answering questions, it can make multi-step plans, use tools like browsers and terminals, and complete complex workflows with much less supervision. Performance is also stronger. On agentic coding benchmarks, it scores 63.2%, compared to Opus 4.8 at 69.2%. On knowledge-intensive tasks, it closes the gap even further. Companies like Cursor report that coding agents stay on track during long tasks, while Zapier says automations that previously stalled are now completing successfully. Anthropic also says Sonnet 5 hallucinates less than previous versions, has stronger resistance to prompt injection attacks, and shows fewer undesirable behaviors overall. For API developers, the introductory pricing is $2 per million input tokens and $10 per million output tokens until August 31st. After that, pricing increases to $3 and $15 respectively. One important thing to note is the new tokenizer. The same text can now consume up to 1.35 times more tokens, so developers should account for that before migrating production workloads. The bottom line is simple. Sonnet 5 isn't just another model update. For most users, this is now the Claude experience. Now let's talk about Fable 5. If you've been following the story, you know Fable 5 launched just a few weeks ago before being pulled within days because of national security concerns. Now Anthropic says it's returning globally. The company says it worked closely with the US government and rebuilt Fable 5 with new security classifiers specifically designed to detect and block cybersecurity tasks that could be weaponized. The trade-off is that some normal coding and debugging requests may temporarily fall back to Opus 4.8, while Anthropic fine-tunes these classifiers and reduces false positives over the coming weeks. But the bigger announcement isn't actually the model itself. Anthropic is now helping create an industry-wide framework alongside companies like Amazon, Microsoft, Google, and other partners to classify the severity of AI jailbreaks and establish standard responses across the industry. They're also expanding collaboration with the US government through pre-release model evaluations, information sharing on misuse, and dedicated testing resources. Reading between the lines, the temporary shutdown of Fable 5 appears to have accelerated Anthropic's relationship with regulators. Instead of slowing them down, it may have fundamentally changed how they'll ship advanced AI models going forward. Next is probably the biggest surprise of the day, Claude Science. This isn't a brand new AI model. Instead, it's an entirely new application built specifically for scientific research. Researchers today constantly switch between scientific databases, notebooks, coding environments, terminals, and dozens of specialized tools. Claude Science brings those workflows together into one environment. It includes connections to more than 60 scientific databases, covering genomics, proteomics, structural biology, cheminformatics, and many other research fields. Every output is fully auditable. Every chart, figure, and result includes the exact code, environment, and conversation that produced it, making scientific work reproducible months later. There's even a background reviewer agent that checks citations and verifies whether figures actually match the underlying code. Claude Science also integrates with NVIDIA's BioNeMo platform, giving researchers direct access to specialized life science models, such as Evo2, Boltz-2, and OpenFold. Early users are already reporting impressive results. Manifold Bio used it to identify drug targets from start to finish, while researchers at the Allen Institute built multi-agent workflows capable of reading thousands of scientific papers and drafting literature reviews automatically. Claude Science is currently available in beta for Pro, Max, Team, and Enterprise users. Anthropic is also offering discounted plans for academic labs and nonprofits, along with up to $30,000 in research credits for selected projects. Finally, Linux users got something they've been requesting for a very long time. Claude Desktop is now officially available on Linux in beta. It supports Ubuntu 22.04 and newer, Debian 12 and newer, and works on both x86-64 and ARM64 systems. Linux users now get the same desktop experience available on Windows and Mac OS, including chat, Claude Code, parallel sessions, integrated terminals, visual code reviews, and live application previews. For developers, the biggest feature is Model Context Protocol Support, or MCP. That allows Claude to connect directly to your local files, databases, and development tools, giving it real context about your working environment, instead of relying only on browser uploads. Two features are still missing from the beta: computer use and voice dictation. Anthropic says both are coming in future releases, along with support for additional Linux distributions. If you're installing it, Anthropic recommends using its official apt repository, so you'll receive updates automatically through your package manager. So what does all of this actually mean? This wasn't just a busy product launch. It shows Anthropic is building Claude for every major professional workflow, while also creating the regulatory foundation needed to keep shipping increasingly powerful AI systems. OpenAI is moving fast. Google is moving fast. And today, Anthropic proved it's right there in the race. That's everything you need to know about Anthropic's 4 major announcements. If this saved you hours of reading, make sure to subscribe because that's exactly what the AI drill is all about. And let me know in the comments, which of these 4 updates do you think will have the biggest impact? I know all of you waiting for Fable 5. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.